Howard. How many times have you gone antiquing and you found a great chair or an upholstered piece and you wanted to buy it, but you knew it was going to cost several $100s to actually have it reupholstered? Today in this video, I'm going to show you how just within moments you can transform an upholstered piece with a one-step paint. So I'm going to be testing a different color combination that I want to be able to use on this amazing dining chair that I'm rescuing. The chair that I'm going to be working on is an old ball and claw chair. It's kind of a cherry finish. It's probably from the 1970s, and I'm going to lacquer it in White Perfection lacquer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking my round hog hair brush. I'm going to dip it into my Massey Hill, and I'm just going to stipple it on. It's going to probably take 2 applications, but this first one I'm going to let it dry for about 30 minutes. And I can use fabric that actually has a design on it. I do want to stay with a low nap. Things like linens, chintz, cottons are great. Now on the other hand, sometimes I do cheat just a little bit, and I will take velvet with a low nap and I'll lay a stencil on it. So as I'm applying this, I'm looking to see if one coat is going to be enough. Now remember, it's one-step paint, not one coat. So sometimes it may take 2 coats, depending on if the fabric color bleeds through. So even if I was working on a piece of furniture, I'll just be doing this while the piece is upholstered. I don't have to take the fabric off of it. That's really important. Now my testing fabric has dried. It's been about 30 minutes. So you'll notice the nice thing about it is, because I did thin my one-step paint just a little bit with water, it's still very supple. A lot of people think, if I'm going to paint fabric, what is it going to feel like? It feels amazing, and it doesn't come off on your clothes, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to apply a stencil, which this particular piece, it's already been done. This is an adhesive stencil, so it allows me to be able to just stick it on there. A lot of people call these kiss cut stencils. You can use different little machines that you have to be able to make any design you want. Today I'm working with a damask design that we've put on top of my sample fabric. All right, so I've laid down my damask stencil on top of my one-step Massey Hill paint that has had about 30 minutes to dry. And I love the new orchid color. So I love the combination of the orange and the purple. So I'm gonna dip my brush, a new clean brush that's dry, into my paint, and I'm going to do a stippling effect. That way, the reason I don't want to be brushing it on is because it will allow it to be able to seep down in behind my stencil. So it's really important that I'm stippling it. I love the fact that the easeability of being able to use the one-step on fabric. Let's say you want to be able to change the color of the drapes in your family room. All you have to do, take them off the rings, paint them. You can come back and do a design like this on top of them, and they're totally new. All right, so after this has a chance to dry, I'm going to cheat just a little bit because I want to be able to show you. I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull away my stencil. Because it was adhesive, I'm going to have to pull it off in sections. So that way when I'm finished, this is my design. So again, all I did, I cut my one step with just about 20% water to be able to thin it down. I use my round hog hair brush. I stipple over it to make sure it's nice and covered. I don't want to have too many brush strokes. If you get one of the hog hair or China bristle brush hair in your paint, just take a loop of a little bit of tape, touch it, and it'll bring it up. Then I allowed it to dry 20 to 30 minutes. I came back, applied my stencil, and then took my beautiful orchid color, stippled it on top of it, and voila. I love the color combinations. They're really fun. It allows me to be able to see with the design how amazing it's going to look. So I'm going to go enjoy the bragging rights.